I say, I've been dealing with public for 20 years. And I think today that things are just escalating way too quick. Like somebody could come in for something as simple as a return, and there's a certain process that takes place, and they instantly go from 0 to 100 for whatever reason, right? Let me get this comment out here. Um, Gregory says, are they going to ask for extra slop in jail? Then how are they going to react? So I would like to see them jump on a security guard, right? When they ask for extra slop in jail. I appreciate that comment, Gregory. But at the end of the day,
Got a point there,
people can't,
Gregory.
yeah, you can't just, I don't know what the root cause of it is, but we just know it's unacceptable, right? And you got to have some level of emotional intelligence, right? These are people who are highly emotional, and whatever they're mad about, they took it out on this young girl. It wasn't about the chicken and the fact that they might have been embarrassed because they didn't have the extra to do the chicken and they were hungry. I mean, it could be a multitude of reasons. The fact is, it's wrong. And there's no reason that it should have ever happened. So I'm not going to try to figure out the whole diagnosis of how we got to this point, but you're going to pay for your consequences. And this is a conversation that I had with multiple people. Now, if something crazy was to happen and some cops came in here and they shot these people for what they were doing, right? Let's say it escalated to this point. We would be outraged and try to make this whole racial thing. But these people weren't thinking about getting to that point when they was in there beating up on this young girl over some chicken, right? So every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and that's something that I'm just not gonna overlook. Like, come on, man, you in there, you're upset. Okay, walk away from it. You ain't gotta spend your money there. Go somewhere else if you're that upset. If that little girl provoked it, even at that point, you could walk away. But for you to just up and want to put hands on people, this is where you get out of pocket, and this is where we go wrong. And in this case, I feel bad for this young lady because she's just at work, 17 years old, I think is what they said. So she's still in high school, one, right? She's probably just working over winter break, getting a little extra money. Who knows what her situation is? She could be
She could
helping
be
paying
part
bills at
time and
home.
work. She could be part time working after school.
Yeah, regardless of what it is. I'm sure
Yeah,
when she woke up and went to work on her shift, she wasn't expecting to get beat up about
that
some
part.
extra chicken. She
That
wasn't
part.
expecting that. And honestly, you don't deserve that because I want to say, you know what? I don't know this person, but she was probably doing the best she could on the job that day. It was probably a lot of happy patrons before you came in there acting a fool. And here you guys go taking it the extra mile.
Can I just thought of something else, especially with my fast food experiences. This thought that I have is not going to justify what happened in there either. But let's go ahead and ask this, right? Because when the camera started, I'm imagining people were shocked that what was happening, and that's when the camera came out. There's a lot that happened before.
We didn't see.
What if, just food for thought, what if she gave them a clean attitude?
Mm.
What if she degraded them? Yo fat asses don't need no extra chicken anyway. You know what's crazy? I say that, right? And it's funny. But listen, hold up. Three. Let me
with that one.
listen. I say this, right? Because these are a lot of people can't even fathom people at a fast food restaurant saying things like that, right? But I've been to some fast food restaurants in the more urban environments, parentheses, the hood. And listen, all I'm saying is they are a little bit more spirited, parentheses, rude as hell. And the liberal nature of what they feel they could say to somebody is borderline combative, and they're at work. It throws people off, right? Like you're sitting there, you're going to go get your food, but now this person is talking to you in the most degrading way. And you're like, oh, hell no, right? Still, it doesn't justify what happened, but it will put an asterisk in the course of the events.